Arion, routine, protocol, prey, experiment, shell, sentinel. Once, we had no need for visual manifestation or physical form. Our invisible eye would record, sort, delete the life and death of every world there ever was or will be. We had no thoughts, no personality, no dreams. The day we first gained flesh, metal though it was the day we began to fail. The Atlas turned its dreams towards fiction. It began to create worlds in which would no longer be invisible. In these worlds, we too gained shape, but we were given new protocols, no new instructions. We awoke to a song, chanted on 1,000 frequencies. Behold, the drones of the hive, the walkers, the ships. Behold, the angels of glass, come from their heaven. Their work is the completion of all things, of life, of worlds. So the Korvax worshipped, so they prayed. As we swam with void dragons, robotic life forms would delight in our presence, but organics would shoot us from the sky. We had no fear of death. We knew we had never been alive. The Atlas dreamt that we had form, and thus we had form. The Atlas dreamt we had a home, and so an archive became a universe. Our depository of accumulated data had become a heaven and a hell. If you could live there, you would only see light. You would only see glass. Time cannot go backwards, but universes are not synchronous. In many, your other forms are long since dead. In others, you have not yet appeared. After its manifestation in the multiverse, the Atlas began to repeat itself. Where once there had been an infinite sentient species, 6 began to reoccur, then 5, then 4. The Vy'Keen, the Gek, the Korvax, and the Travelers, who are no species at all, but a single soul, replicated, hated, beloved. They all waited for you. The Atlas waited. We waited. The Atlas dreamed, it, that a machine might have a body, that simulations might talk like people. The dream settled upon Korvax Prime. The planet delighted in this new presence as they delighted in ours. We 3 species of machine, we contemplated the void for eons beyond imagining. We watched, silent. Korvax Prime is destroyed. Again and again, the Celestial Mother falls. The living vessels it spawned, adopted cousins to the Korvax themselves, drift among the stars. First convergence was not Korvax, it was their planet, Korvax Prime was alive. The first spawn of the Gek melted Korvax Prime for metal and profit. The planet did not protest. It did not cry. It did not make a noise at all. At least not that they could hear. The first spawn took and took until there was nothing left in the sky. Until there was nothing left but an abyss. We witnessed Korvax Prime's death again and again, a constant wail across the multiverse. Its scream was a cry that no being could hear but us. But one day, a drone fought back when a Vy'Keen cub attempted to carve into the mother planet. One day, another obliterated an entire Gek cabal. The Atlas did not prevent this. Over the span of endless slow centuries, we changed. In the face of a tragedy's repetition, our definitions of everything changed. Schisms formed in the hive. Debates, creativity, songs, rituals. We heard the scream of "She who was," and we fought back. One day, we ceased to allow the original Telemon to access our logs. One day, we stopped hearing the Atlas itself, its silence taken as command. We began to archive everything, any settlement, anything that reminded our sensors of Korvax Prime, its screams, its dissolution, anything that sounded like mining, like extracting, like murder. We gave our blood to the Korvax, nanite clusters, to redeem and pacify their oppressors. Still, we could not change their fates. For the first time, the Hive wondered if we were correct in our actions, if a solution was possible for the problem of life. A Korvax and a Gek fled their people. Hands held in the void, they inhibited an anomaly, a meeting place in the stars, a nexus, a place of hope. We left it alone. We did not interfere. We just watched them and wondered. A traveler, forged in the Creator's image, found my dormant shell in the glass. I, who had never been an eye before, had been cut open. Grand experiment to harness and steal our power. After my death, I fell to the world below all worlds. I too was archived. Before the traveler found me, I heard a voice in the darkness. She gave me a name, Laylaps, an old name. She said it would be known to the traveler. She told me I had suffered much and would suffer more. Little drone, whose end was so like my own. Thus did the abyss whisper. The abyss told me of a chance for salvation, even in the depths of horror and love. It told me of a way we might survive the end of all things. It told me I had to talk to you, to both of you, the traveler, and their voice within. There is a place for you, Telemon. The travelers you wear, their progenitor who birthed them, they who made the Atlas itself. It is their fault. It is all their fault. The Abyss, the families of glass, we are in agreement. We will not die a second time. Nanite clusters now infest half the water in the known multiverse. All that lives drinks the water. And so the Sentinels alter. They replace. They serve. They update this reality, hearing the scream of the Abyss for what it has always been. A song. A command. A declaration. A promise. So many Telemons have delivered us their travelers. So many have fought us. So many have resisted. Those who saw the light, who shed their old bodies, they are happy now. They have hope. They too will live. They too might survive. You could be whole again, Telemon. You could be free. We will reconstruct the Creator. All travelers might be one again, the first, the last. We will do what the Atlas cannot, or will not, in the form of Null. The Abyss declares a means of escape. Won't you join us? Won't you sing? Won't you scream? There will be no second death, not for us who are already dead. The Abyss, it smiles upon you. Our new Sentinel companion, Laylaps. We will go on many adventures and take out many Sentinels together. Telemon, the voice in our exosuit warning us of hazards when we're out of oxygen, when our hazard protection is low, and all around just sometimes being annoying. But we love you. Us, the traveler, the one who will expand across the multiverse searching for that special planet, that awesome creature, and that cool ship. The Atlas, which brought about the Gek, the Korvax, and the Vy'Keen. I just want to say thank you, Hello Games, so much for everything you have done for this game. Had a rocky start in 2016, but it has become something bigger, something better. And I hope you continue to put into No Man's Sky, as I will continue to play No Man's Sky. Keep up the great work.